Today we want to consider why you should start a cooking gas refilling business in Africa. Why you should start a cooking gas refilling business in Africa. Now, the first reason is because there's a large and ready and available market for this business. There is a large and ready and available market for this business. Number two, is a very profitable business. Very profitable business. All right. So because there is a high demand for this cooking gas, people have to eat and people have to cook their food before they eat. And for that reason, there's an available market and there is a good profit margin for it. We're going to consider it later in the video and how profitable this business is. Another reason why you should start this business is because it has a fair startup cost. It's not a very expensive, it's not very extremely expensive business to start. The startup cost is fair. You can actually start on a particular level and you can scale. We're going to scale into a larger form. We're going to see it later on. And also, it's easy to manage. It's easy to manage. You know how many liters or how many tons of the products that you have purchased, and you meter the sales, and you know it's easy to manage. It's easy to manage. It's a business that you know how much you buy your product and whatever amount you've sold the product and you sell the product, you can actually track it and now know your profit margin and your profit, net profit, gross profit, and the rest of that. So you cannot easily be cheated by your staff or your workers when you start this business. Another reason you need to start this business is because it is scalable. I spoke briefly about it a while ago. It is scalable. What I mean by it is scalable is that you can start small and now grow. As your customer base continue to increase, you can grow. You can increase your storage capacity and buy more products, and then you can be able to serve and service more customers. Another reason why you should consider starting this business, because there's an abundant gas reserve in Africa. There's an abundant gas reserves in Africa. So you're not importing your raw material, you're not importing your product, you're not importing the product you sell. The product is available in Africa and in Nigeria. If you're in Nigeria, but in Africa, we have large gas supply, and then you can actually sell. You don't have to import. So another reason why you need to actually start this business is because this business is supported by the government. Why is it supported by the government? Because other sources of fuel are not environmental friendly, like the kerosene, the gasoline, and the rest of that. The kerosene, the firewood. You have to to use the firewood. You have to. It encourages deforestation, and it is not environmentally friendly. But the cooking gas is a cleaner form of gas. It's a cleaner source of energy, and it's clean, and it also do not constitute. It did not constitute greenhouse. It does not contribute so much to the greenhouse emissions, and so it is clean and is supported by most governments of most countries. All right. So, but this business, is it actually profitable? How profitable is this business? Now let us use a 12.5 kg cylinder as a case study. There is 5 kg, there is 9 kg, there is 12 kg, 12.5 kg. But the 12.5 kg cylinder is what most households use to purchase the gas cylinder. The gas when they go to the gas station to buy gas. So the 12.5 kg is the more frequent container they use. So now, the current cost price as at the time of this video, the cost price, if you have set up this business, the cost price of buying per kg is 840 naira. All right, 840 naira. While the selling price per kg, what people sell, what those involved in the cooking gas business, what they sell to the consumer or to household is 1,000 naira. So the profit per kg is 160 naira currently. So if the profit per 12.5 kg cylinder is 2,000 naira. All right, the profit per 12.5 kg cylinder is 2,000 naira. So now if you have to sell like 50 units of kg, 50 units of 12.5 kg daily, or perhaps let's just say 1,000 units of 12.5 kg. If you sell it in a month, your gross profit will be around 2 million naira. Okay, so if you are selling like 1,000 units of 12.5 kg cylinders, or to refill the gas in this 12.5 kg cylinder, like 1,000 of them, you're going to make a gross profit of 2 million naira. And you can actually do more than that. You can sell far more than that if your business premises is located within or not too far from how residential areas where you enjoy more patronage. All right. So now, how do you start this business? This is very important. How do you start a business? First thing you need to do, almost every business, every business you need to start, the first thing you should do is to have what is called the business plan. Okay. The business plan is actually a guide that will give you a detailed analysis of what you would need to start this business and to succeed in this business. Okay, in the business plan, you are considering your startup cost and how to raise the startup cost or the capital. You are considering your target market. You are doing your target market survey and analysis, the type of people that will be buying from you, their age range, all right, where they reside, when they buy this product. Is it a seasonal product or a continuous, always in demand product? These are the things you need to analyze. Also, in your business plan, you're considering the possible challenges and solution to such challenges that this business might have. You're also considering your marketing plan. How do you intend to publicize this product? How do you intend to reach out to your customers, prospective customers, and for them to buy, to know about this product and for them to buy? All right. You're also considering your profit projections and your expansion plan or your scaling plan. So you should actually consider all these things. You have to sit down and have a guide. Consider all these things in your business plan. Now, I do business plans. If you want me to do a business plan for you, my email address is in the description box of this video or in the description channel of this description page of this YouTube channel. So I do business plans. Whatever business you want to start today, I can give you a detailed business plan that would help you to actually start this business effectively. All right. So the next step you need to take when you want to start this business is you need to know how you're going to get your funding. You need funding. All right. So how do you raise capital? First thing you need to save from personal savings. I always tell people, prospective entrepreneurs, that when you have a business idea, it doesn't mean that you must start that business right away. You can save within a year. You can take 2 years to save for the business personally, and then know how you can now raise more funds. Also, you can consider going into partnership. Someone who has the money but do not have the idea. You have the idea, and someone else may have the money, and you now run the business. You both have your partnership agreement, and he brings more money, and you start it. Also, you can also consider business loans from family and friends. Okay. Also, loans from banks or financial institutions, but ensure that such loans have a good and a very low interest rate. Do not take loans that have so much interest rate, because it might impact your business negatively. So you might also have angel investors. Angel investors are people who have got money. They are wealthy business people, or they have money and they are looking for where to put money into businesses, to put money just to get some interest. So identify those people that are around you, that are within your locality, around you, people, rich men and women. They are looking for ideas to multiply their wealth. You can approach them about the business for you, but before you can approach them, you need a business plan, a detailed business plan accompanied by a business model canvas and all the rest of that will actually convince them that the business is going to be profitable. So you might want to contact me to do a business plan for you in whatever business that you're looking at. The next step you need to take in starting this business is that you need to be aware of the regulatory requirements. Now, there's a PDF copy of the DPR's guideline for the establishment of the LPG dispensing plant, or the cooking gas dispensing plant, which can actually get it online. Just do a search online for a copy of DPR. Means Department of Petroleum Resources. Department of Petroleum Resources. For those of you that are in Nigeria, that want to start business in Nigeria, there is a guideline. The federal government of Nigeria has established a guideline for the establishment of cooking gas business for the safety reasons and all that reasons. All right. So that business, so you can actually see that as a DPR. This is a sample of it. That is actually a sample of it. The DPR, the Department of Petroleum Resources guideline for the establishment of a cooking gas or LPG gas plant. All right. So the next step you need to take is you need to get a suitable land. Very important. Land. You need to have a stable land, and the land should be spacious and at least a plot of land. All right, and it should be accessible from the roadside. Not according to the DPR regulations, it should not be less than 15 meters from another private property for safety reasons, and should not be less than 50 meters from public properties like hospital, school, church, train station, etc. So also, it should not be the land you plan to establish your cooking gas business should not be under an electric high tension wire. So you might want to refer to the DPR guidelines for more. Just go online, search a PDF copy of the DPR guideline, Department of Petroleum Resources guideline for the establishment of an LPG plant. You're going to see it online. Just Google it. So now the next step you need to take in starting this business is what I will be sharing with you. But before I do that, kindly please subscribe to this channel, like this video if you find it useful. Share our video with your friends so that they can actually benefit more from this from our content. So now the next step is you need to purchase and install the equipment. There are several equipments you need to install, and there are companies that are specialized in selling of the LPG skid. All right, the LPG skid and all, they will sell to you both the pump, the dispensing machine, the tank, the storage tank for the LPG gas, the cooking gas, and also come to install it in your facility, your land. So you might want to hire them. If you need a contact of some of these companies, you do me an email, and I would respond to you. My email contact is in the description box of this video. All right. So some of the equipment that you might need is like you might need the mobile skid, just like on the picture on the right here, the cooking gas storage tank, the cooking gas cylinders, which you might want to need for exchange with customers for sampling, the cooking gas filling machines, which is the dispensing machines. Okay, so you might also need the cylinder filling digital scale to know the amount of the amount of gas that you've actually filled for a customer. You need the nozzles, flanges, pipes, attachments. It's part of the equipment and facilities, the LPG transfer hoses and accessories, LPG gas pumps, LPG cylinder filling heads, and etc. All right, so I advise that you contact a company that can install this for you. Now let us look at the estimated prices of some of the LPG skids. All right, when I say LPG skids, I mean a storage tank for the LPG gas and a dispensing machine or pump, that they come together. So if you are looking at starting with a 2.5 tons LPG skid, you are looking at around 4 to 5 million naira. Okay, you're looking at 5 tons LPG skid, you're looking at around 7.5 million to 8 million naira. You're looking at about 10 tons LPG skid. These are current market value. You're looking at 20 million or more, 20 million naira or more. All right, so you just need to contact the necessary suppliers. They will supply you the skid, that is this tank, storage tank, and dispensing unit, and the accessories, and they also offer the installation. They can install it on your facility, on your land. So now the sixth step you need to take is you need to recruit experienced staff. All right, so your experienced staff we are talking about this, they should be highly experienced. They should actually have good technical skills, good human relation skills to relate with your customers. They should be dedicated and committed to duty. They should also be safety conscious, because safety is part of this business, because the gas is highly flammable. So you need to have staff that are safety conscious, dedicated and committed to duty, have good human relation skills. They should also need to have good technical skills, be knowledgeable about this business and what it entails. All right, number 7. The 7th thing you need to do is to get DPR's approval. Now, DPR means the Department of Petroleum Resources. All right, so before you can get the DPR approval, you need to start your cooking gas business. Now, you need the police report, fire planning approval, state planning approval, physical planning permit, town planning permit. All right, so these are the things you need. So you need to get some documentations before you approach the DPR for approval. So it is very, very important that you seek DPR's approval so that they can actually establish. But what I advise you to do is that get the detailed DPR guideline in PDF, and know that make sure that you are designing your plans according to the guidelines, so that the DPR will not fault your design and decline your approval to start that business. All right, so the next thing you need to do, if you need to start event number 8, is that you need to register with the Corporate Affairs Commission and get the necessary insurance. So the registration with the Corporate Affairs Commission is required to get government approval and recognition. That the CAC is the Corporate Affairs Commission in Nigeria that regulates businesses, approves business names and regulates the operation of businesses, both private and public businesses in Nigeria. All right. So also in different African countries, there might also be similar institutions of government that are saddled with the responsibility of regulating business. So you need to identify the one in your locality, in your country, and seek their necessary approval. So also, due to the high risks of this business, you need to purchase. I advise that you purchase the appropriate insurance for the business, because this business can actually be risky because of the risk of flammability of it. So number 9, you need to launch the business. You can now launch this business and publicize it. Launch this business and publicize it. All right. So in order to publicize, some ways to market and promote this cooking gas business include words of mouth, printed flyers, banners. You can also use social media platforms like Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, and different more other social media platforms. So, but you need to ensure that you need to let the word out, that people should know that you have this business. Have a good signboard at the business premises so that people can identify that this is a cooking gas dispensing station, and I tell you that you do well. So there are some safety measures that you need to incorporate in this business now. So all staff should be well trained on the safety practices and operations of this business. Vehicles should not be allowed too close to the dispensing bay. There should be proper safety signs and signages like no smoking, and all the rest of that. So loading and dispensing bay should also have wooden floor. Is advisable. Not all the time. I've visited several cooking gas stations, and some of them have concrete floor, but it is advisable to have wooden floor because of sparks, so that when the cylinders the cylinders are placed on the floor, they don't cause spark that can cause fire outbreak. So wooden floor is preferable. All pressure gauges should be calibrated periodically in order to ensure that they are giving the right pressure that they are designed to give. All right, so it's very, very important. The next thing also, you need to ensure that fire hydrants and extinguishers, fire hydrant lines and extinguishers are strategically located in the premise. These are safety measures. So in conclusion, the sales of cooking gas business is very lucrative business because it has a large and available market. Very, very important. And if well established and managed, this business has the potential for substantial profit and growth. All right. So